Oh, it's happening. I'm digivolving. We did it, Greg. You're the best tamer ever.
You're the best partner ever, buddy. Come on, Digimon. Come on, Digimon.
Greg?
You know, maybe we should just be acquaintances. Hey guys, I'm the Digiologist, and I've got a rather special lesson for you today. In today's Digimon 101 lesson, we'll be going over one of the most unique aspects of Digimon, Digivolution lines. We're going to go over what a Digivolution line is, how they seem to work, and maybe even some pointers for you tamers to craft your own. Let's get into it. Let's start by defining a Digivolution line. This is actually pretty simple. It's the outline of a Digimon's forms from Digitama all the way to Mega, and, possibly beyond. Now, for other monster species, such as Pokemon, the evolution is pretty standard. Charmander will become a Charmeleon, and then a Charizard. While there exists some possible branches for a few of them, it's still pretty set in stone. Digimon, however, do not evolve this way. Quick refresher, in theory, any Digimon can digivolve into any other Digimon, given the right circumstances. It's rather individualistic. Everything from past experience, to habitat, to even the Digimon's mindset and the Digivolution process can affect the outcome. Two Digimon who have lived near each other, consume the same data, and digivolve at the same time aren't even guaranteed to be the same species afterwards, as things like their personality could change their growth. All this is to say, while a Charmander will always become a Charizard, an Agumon could become a number of different Megas. Admittedly, not all of them are great, but that's the price of freedom, baby. Digimon are not without some consistency, though. As many of you know, several Digimon have forms they most often digivolve into. While Gabumon can digivolve into Ogremon, it's more likely to digivolve into a Garurumon. Whenever Digimon have a tendency to digivolve along a certain path, we call this their standard Digivolution line. These are the lines people tend to think of when it comes to Digimon. For example, if your favorite Mon is Galliantmon, you're wrong, Megadramon for life. But you probably would want a Guilmon as a partner, even though the Galmon line could potentially also become a Galliantmon. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's a consequence of humans liking patterns. Even if the Galmon line had an equal chance of becoming Galliantmon, most would still go for the Guilmon, just for the aesthetic being carried over. Personally, I do this too. Almost all of my favorite lines are the standard ones, cause I am a basic bitch. This is actually ironic, or stupid, as one of my favorite things about Digimon is the versatility. You can craft a Digivolution line that's wholly unique to yours and your partner's interest, and work towards it. Maybe you love Dracmon, Sangloopmon, and even Grand Dracmon. But Matadormon does not spark joy. Maybe he reminds you too much of Voldo. I get it. Voldo is gross. Let's put some Raphael in there. You could work towards Sangloopmon digivolving into Myotismon. Everyone's happy, except your victims. This is truly what's special about Digimon, not the vampirism, though that is pretty cool, but the individual expression that comes from each new Digivolution. If you were to work hard enough, you could fit every one of your favorite stages in one line, no matter how random or disparate they may seem. Okay, so while I say that, doing so is going to be way harder than most realize, so here are a few tips and even Digivolution line ideas. First, when building, find a common theme. For example, sword-wielding dino dudes. Skipping baby forms, Kodamon is the kendo-practicing rookie. Dino-Human is the traveling swordsman. Zanmetsumon is the powerful warlord. And finally, Victory Greymon is the epitome of a swordsman. Hell, you could even swap Gaiomon out if you want, and the line still makes sense. Isn't that beautiful? Another thing people often use to design their possible Digivolution lines is just taking the rookie in mega forms. What I mean is, they'll have a rookie, let's say Gizamon, and a mega, let's say Saber Leomon. Now, on paper, not a lot in common between a frog with hair and a Smilodon, but the line is about showing the connection. So, Gizamon, an aquatic mammal despite looking like a frog, becomes a Kakumon. A Kakumon who lives in the icy tundra will digivolve into Pangeamon. And from there, it's pretty simple to see how you get into Saber Leomon. Now, part of the reason I wanted to go over this is to help explain why I'll occasionally add random Digivolutions to Digiecology lessons. The answer is, I do what I want. But also, it's a reminder that Guilmon doesn't have to be limited to Growlmon. Maybe he'll become an Orcamon instead. But, don't do that. If you Digivolve anything into an Orcamon, we can't be friends. So, that's Digivolution lines. Did you guys learn anything new? What's your favorite standard Digivolution line? Heck, what are some of your more random Digivolution lines that make sense to you? Please, comment down below. If you like this kind of Digimon content, please like and subscribe. It helps immensely. As always, guys, I'm the Digiologist, and thank you so much for watching.